Okay,
Okay.
okay.
All right, that's on.
That evening, a musical relationship slash friendship was born. Even with playing music on stage with other musicians, there has to be chemistry there. And at the same time, it's like you want to be able to have chemistry away from the stage as well. Because if you have chemistry away from the stage, your show and your stage presence and everything like that
Yeah,
is going to be
and
even
people pick
greater.
up on it. Not just entertainment, what we do. We'll be talking to designers and entrepreneurs and people just trying to get their t-shirt brand popping. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever your hustle is, this is Hustlenometry 101. And we're going to all get there together.
Shag Motown. So like I told you, I got these.
Yeah, yeah,
Chairman of the
Brandon.
board shirt.
Yeah, Brandon. So fine.
That's what it is. Hey, what's
A
happening, my
one
man?
two, a 1-2. Hey man, it's a
I
beautiful day in the neighborhood, just like usual. How you feeling today?
feeling good. I can see you. I can hear you. I think
Mic
we're
check
on
1-2,
live.
1-2.
I think
Am
we're
I
live.
crispy?
You are. Krispy Kreme?
Absolutely. Hey, no glaze. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
welcome to another edition, yes, of the No Shortcuts Show with Midas and Fame. We give
Yes,
y'all
sir.
a second to get on in, get yourselves together, grab you a beverage, grab you a snack. We have a very special guest on deck coming on just a few moments. Welcome, guys. Today is June 7th,
Yeah.
2022, Tuesday. We coming on at 8 p.m. tonight as opposed to our normal time at 7 p.m. But I promise you
Yeah.
is well worth the slight switch up for this week. You guys are definitely in store
For
for
sure.
a big treat. If this is your first time joining us, be sure to first of all leave us a comment. Feel free to let us know where you're tuning in from. Feel free to share this to your individual pages while we are airing.
Yes,
And
sir.
also, if this is your first time, let me introduce to you this distinguished gentleman to the left of your screen here.
Oh,
This gentleman is an digital event coordinator,
yeah.
excuse me, digital media strategist,
Same
and
that.
well
That's
as
it.
an event coordinator.
That's it.
Yeah, he'll coordinate all your stuff. Got to
Digital or
coordinate.
otherwise. Got to coordinate.
or in person.
Yeah.
And this guy is also a fantastic, extraordinary DJ.
Wow.
My slogan always says he's your favorite DJ's favorite DJ. Ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, help me welcome my co-host and co-hustle correspondent, Travis Bizel, aka DJ Famous,
What's happening,
in
my
the
brother? What's
building one
happening?
time.
Good morning, good evening.
Man,
What part of the country
yeah.
we in? Good morning, good evening. Yeah.
Yeah, don't because some folks may be tuning in and it might
Yeah.
be morning where
For
they are
sure,
right
for
now,
sure. We want to thank you all for tuning in with me and my co host, music
Yeah,
director,
yeah,
MC,
yeah. Uh-huh.
producer,
I'm getting my camera straight.
rapper, microphone doctor, Mr.
Yes,
Jerry
yes.
Midas Hardison is in here with me. What's up with it,
It is a
man?
pleasure. It is a pleasure to be here, man. It's a pleasure to be here. Just coming off of another nice weekend. Actually, just to recap really quick,
Yeah.
to catch everyone up before we bring our guest on. Mellow Groove had the honor and the privilege to, as I was saying last week, I was telling everybody what we had coming up, but we
Right.
played over at the Rock Hill Country Club for the kickoff Friday night for the weekend golf tournament, and we were supposed to play that event outside, but the storms came through, some power lines went down, some trees
Yeah,
fell,
yeah,
and we ended up playing on the inside. That storm came through. It was like a 20-30 minute storm, but it did a
yeah,
lot of damage.
yeah.
When we were able to do that, and then Saturday, the chairman of the board and the executives, we went to Clarksville, Virginia, and for the Lake Life series concert series up there. That was a wonderful time. And then I was at Mount Dewell Baptist Church on Sunday, and last but not least, celebrated my son Isaiah's birthday yesterday. He turned 9 years old, so we had
Happy
a great
birthday
a
to the
great.
boy. Yeah.
I'll be. Yeah, yeah, we can clap it up for him one time. So it's
Yeah.
been It's been a busy last few days over the weekend going into Monday. Hey, Faith, my sister is on.
For
Miss
sure.
Rose Stevens is on. Mama Rose is in the house. My brother is here. Yeah, yeah. So get us up to speed with your weekend, sir. I
Hey
know
man,
you
it
had a
was
good one.
yeah, yeah, it was kind of light though. I did a wedding on Saturday, and it was pretty cool. I was in Rock Hill. I was in Rock Hill at the
Okay.
Break Field in Riverwalk. So
Ah,
I had a wedding up
nice.
there. It was my first time. It was my first time at that venue since it opened, and that's one I've been trying to get into, so I can get it a little bit more regular. But yeah,
Yeah.
we turned that thing out. It was nice, man. It was a nice little thing. They had a little photo thing set up outside for my photo booth, so it was a good evening. But that's all I did. Is just the one. I had
Okay.
just the one event this weekend, so it was
Hey,
light.
that's great. Sometimes you need a little bit of downtime just to
Yeah,
get your bearings and catch your breath, you know?
yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. So that was it for me, man.
All good, man. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think we should further prolong the
Oh
time. I
no,
know everyone out there is interested and
for sure.
excited for our special guest this evening. Shall I do the honors?
You shall do the honors.
All right, ladies and gentlemen out there in Facebook and YouTube land, it gives me distinct pleasure to bring on one of my Mellow Groove brothers. This gentleman is a talented recording artist. He's a songwriter, he's a producer extraordinaire. We had his older brother on a few weeks ago. But, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please help me welcome to the screen
Girl, you
the
should
talented
know that
Vincent Stevens,
you
aka
always on
V-Keyz.
my
He's got
mind.
that new single is out right now, The Secret Admirer.
Yeah,
Let's make
buddy.
some noise for V-Keyz,
What's
ladies and
happening,
gentlemen.
V?
Yeah, yeah, Brandon's right here. Is he muted? Is he muted,
You muted
famous?
yourself. You muted yourself.
It does
Yeah,
that to us sometimes.
yeah, you're
Click
muted.
the mute. Okay. Worst case he could leave and come back in, correct?
Yeah, yeah. It says on my screen
All
you
right.
muted yourself. So something like if you answered
Okay.
your phone or something, it might have it muted you while you did that. So you might have to hang up and call right back to get
Yeah, yeah.
unmuted.
The good old fashioned hang up and
Yeah,
come right back in. We
yeah.
got
We'll
you.
play
We
the
got you.
record.
We got
We'll play the record while
yeah,
you.
yeah. Let a little bit of that rock right
Yeah,
fast.
I think V did that on purpose so we could play his record longer. That's all right.
Got Brandon in the house.
He bike.
Bike.
Girl, you should know.
What's up, V?
Yo, yo.
There we are. There we
Okay,
are.
there we go.
Good. All right,
Yes,
we're good
yes,
now.
yes.
What's
Yeah,
good,
you got
Midas?
man. I can't call it, bro. It's a pleasure. Appreciate you joining us tonight
Yeah.
and coming on and breaking some bread. And for those that don't know, our show, the No Shortcut Show, is centered around those that have the spirit of entrepreneurship. They get into the business of being self-employed
Mm-hmm.
and making a way and earning income based off their talent and skill set. You know,
Yeah.
so it's a pleasure to have you here with us tonight.
Definitely.
No, appreciate that. What's cracking, famous?
What's happening? What's happening? Thanks for coming on with us, my brother.
No doubt, man. My fellow Clemson Tiger fan.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean?
That's right. That's right. I came late. I came late to the game. I'm married into the Clemson family, so I know you've been
Hey,
there
Okay.
since early. But
as
I
long as you
came.
That-
get there, good.
I'm here now.
yeah, man. Well, before we're gonna start at the very beginning and then come up to present day.
Hmm.
But tell us a little bit, and I know a lot of this information already through my other sources. But for those at home, tell us a little bit about your upbringing. You know where you were born and raised, and your family situation early on in your early days.
Yeah, so the early days, born and raised in the LEX, Lexington,
Uh huh.
South
Uh huh. South Carolina. Yeah.
South Carolina, the early days. So yeah, I really didn't get into music until I was like around 7 or 8. Around then,
Okay. Okay.
I was a soccer
Okay.
star. What people don't know, I was a soccer star.
Really, soccer. Okay,
Wow,
I didn't know that.
I got witnesses, and
Yeah.
I was a hooper. You know what I mean? I was a I was a little league star too, like little rec
Okay.
league.
Yeah.
I was like they balling. I was on the trajectory of, man, I might go to the league or something with this, but
Okay.
uh, we had a piano. My mama, we always had a piano in the house. So
Mm-hmm.
um, the story goes, John P. Key was playing on the radio.
Oh
So
yeah.
John P. Key. So I just sat down. Of course, my mom always played. My aunt,
Mm-hmm.
all that. So I never sat down to watch her every time she ever played. I just never really sat down. One day I just sat down and I started picking out notes.
Okay.
You doing that? Okay, boom, boom, just by ear, and that's how I picked it up. Like
Uh-huh.
some John B. Key, and next thing you know,
Yeah.
I taught myself how to
Yeah.
chord with each hand or whatever like that. So that's how it kind of started
Uh-huh.
with the keys
Yeah.
at the
Okay.
keys
Yeah.
aspect of the name V-Keyz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. And I must chime in and say that John P. Key album and even the music he puts out to this day and the band that he has, man, it kind of
Yeah.
changed the game, at least for me, in my opinion. Gospel music, it was something magnetic about the music that John P. Key made. I think he added elements of secular music within the music and kind of
Mm-hmm.
merged a lot of the gospel with secular as far as the music is concerned. Also a brilliant
Yeah,
songwriter
Yeah.
at that. So yeah, I can attest to that especially that first John P. Key album was a game changer for sure.
Yeah.
oh yeah, John P. Key, he the goat for me. He the gospel goat for me.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, one of the greatest, one of the greatest. And I even heard, and I don't know if this is fact or not, but I heard he played keys for I want to say Cameo or someone early on before he got in the gospel. Y'all might have to fact check that, but I've heard that
I
rumor.
got, I got to look. He probably
Yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
He
he's a
real
talented
got the
musician.
street. So,
All right. So you around the age of 8 years old is when you started getting into playing piano and whatnot.
yeah, I think that's about when it started. Then shortly after that, I started playing trombone in school. So
Okay.
played trombone through elementary school, all the way through high school. Almost got a scholarship to Winthrop, a music
Oh,
scholarship.
really?
Um,
For the trombone?
yeah, on the trombone.
Wow.
So for
You might got to
piano,
bring that back out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's at the house. I don't know, Mama. You can comment. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if it's at the house or not. If we sold it, whatever. But so with piano, I never could read notes. I could
Yeah.
read, but trombone I could read bass clef. So
Okay.
read bass clef, and just a funny story. Just to go ahead and let you know how nice I was on trombone.
Let us
So
know.
in middle school, I think I was in ninth grade. My band teacher, Mr. Clark, he stayed right up the street from us, like literally right up the
Mm-hmm.
street.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but he told me, like in class one day, so we going through it, playing a song, whatever, and I'm
Uh-huh.
playing an octave lower on the trombone. I'm just playing an octave lower, and I just remember like it was yesterday. He was doing it, he's like, stop, stop, stop,
Yeah.
Benson, why are you playing an octave lower? And I just said, I mean, cause I can. I remember that clearly. I feel like it. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
see me after class. I'm like, all right, yeah. So he told me after class, he was like, and I had no idea. He was like, you realize this kid's in college, you can't even do what you're doing, like play
Oh,
octave lower or whatever. I'm like, they sorry
wow.
then. Like this is they can't do that. Like I mean, you can't read the notes and play octave lower than what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah. So
So
how do you do that?
that's
Is
kind
it about the amount of wind that you put behind the delivering the note or what?
yeah. And let me see if I'm correct. It's been a while. Uh,
Okay.
it might be different slide positions for certain notes, but
Ah,
yeah,
okay,
technically
okay.
it's different when a
Uh-huh.
high pitch, you got to kind of tighten up the lips a little bit, but low you can kind of put a little bit more breath into it.
Okay, okay. So it's a technique behind it
Yeah,
for sure.
I would say that was kind of one of the first times I kind of realized like, dang, like I might got a little something here. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Without
Yeah,
even knowing.
I never heard the trombone story.
Hey, I got some bad news. I got some bad news though. The
What's
trombone was
that?
donated to a middle school student. That's what
Ah,
mom says.
okay,
She
okay,
don't have the
okay.
trombone anymore, so you're gonna have to get a new one if you want to bring that back out.
I'm gonna have to bring it back one show, man. Just let them know. That's
Yeah, let them
what,
know,
what,
man.
what
I think did we
Vince is muted
is the
again.
mute is the mute back on?
nah,
Okay.
I ain't do. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh,
Yeah, you good.
okay,
You
okay,
good.
gotcha,
Yeah, you
gotcha.
good.
All right, cool, man, cool. All right, so yeah, so you a keyboard, oh excuse me, piano in the home. Also messed around with a little trombone. Around what age were you when you started your singing?
Okay. Um, that's where I guess the V part, because somebody was like V-Keyz stands is vocalist keys. I'm like, okay, I kind of like that. Somebody said that to me before.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
that's hot.
middle school, so
Mm,
like eighth, I think it was. I think I was in ninth grade too. Um,
okay.
we had to take. Everybody had to take chorus,
Hmm.
so
Mm,
I knew I can kind of sing like to myself or whatever, but I was nervous. I was real. So I'm like, I ain't want to sing. I can always play. People knew I could play the piano or whatever.
uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh, so he said, "Mama gave it away." I can't. I
Yeah,
can't see the.
yeah. Mama gave it
Yeah,
away.
yeah, yeah.
I
Shout out
was,
to Brandon.
it was eighth or ninth grade. I think it was ninth grade. I was chosen to sing the lead in the play at school in the still of the night, a little quartet.
Hmm.
Ah, yeah.
In the still of the night, I held you. That little joint right there. So
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
had
I
to
thought you
lead
about
that
to give
joint.
us the exclusive.
Hey, it's an exclusive. I had to lead that joint, and I remember just like the next day, I was like mad nervous because that's my first time
Yeah.
singing in front of people and all that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The next
Mm-hmm.
day, at school, it was like, man, you sounded so good. Oh my god, bro, you killed it, man. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, for real?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, like so. And that's the first time, I guess I get complimented, man, as far as that's my
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, they got
So
the yeah, they gave you some confidence, I'm sure, when you get great feedback from, especially with, like you said you were nervous beforehand, but to go knock it out and then to receive that positive feedback, I'm sure that gave you great amounts of confidence moving forward.
yeah, I mean, I was still shy, but I was like, at least I got that out the way. I was still shy, and it still took me a while to break out.
Word.
So, as far as singing part, I ain't mind playing, but it was like, y'all want me to sing?
Yeah.
I don't
Wow.
know.
Yeah, yeah, because it's a whole different thing, I'm not a lead vocalist by any means, but I can imagine when it's a little bit more comfortable just playing, but when you have to play and or sing or just sing by itself, it's like all eyes on you
Hmm.
type of thing.
Yeah,
So yeah, so I commend people who can get up there and deliver excellent vocals, under that type of pressure. And of course, I'm sure, like with anything else, the more you do it, the more comfortable you become.
yeah, absolutely. So I mean, it
Yeah.
So, like,
took.
what age were you when you really started feeling comfortable, with the vocal part of performing?
Um, I would say maybe when I was like a senior in high school, and I
Okay.
won. I won Mr. Senior. Shout out to White Noah High School. I don't know if I got any White Noah Timberwolves.
All
Some old
right.
age class of '03 watching. But
Okay.
senior year we had a like a Mr. Timberwolf contest or whatever. I won Mr. Senior and I played and sang Have Crazy Music. And my mind's gone. Cause that joint had just came out.
Hmm.
Music was
Okay.
my favorite song. I sang Have Crazy. And
Mm-hmm.
also we did a what song? I forgot what song we played, but I had my boy. It was a couple of Terrell, Phil, and I think my boy did Tony sing with us. Anyway, I played,
Okay.
I played and sang. No, I forgot what song we did, but anyway,
Uh-huh.
but that was my first time too, like playing and singing. When I was
Nice.
and I ended up winning like Mr. Senior. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: what, and then we can pick back up as far as the progression. But is who were some of your inspirations as far as artists that you listened to then and now? You know, who kind of helped shape and mold the style that you call your own.
Well, definitely, like through high school, middle school, high school, whatever.
Hmm.
Um, like I said, John P. Key
Hmm.
started. He be gospel playing all the time in the house. So John P. Key. Um, but on the R&B side, like especially when I got to high school, that's when we first heard about Tank. Me and my brother
Hmm.
at in the room, rewinding the runs, boom, 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 the study in the joint. Avant
Ah.
was
Okay.
big. I
Oh
was big.
yeah, Levant. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was big on Avant. Um, D'Angelo had just dropped. Well, I wasn't
Mm.
as big yet, but I was
Yeah.
getting it. He's my favorite artist.
Okay.
Like, hey, D'Angelo.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
Joe,
Mm-hmm.
and
Joe.
definitely
Okay.
Music Soul Child was like my favorite artist for a while during that
Nice.
the high school and then like in the college years. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
Uh
that's
huh.
take the music and their producers like the Dre's, the Dre and
Ah,
Bow, the
yeah. Producers.
Dogs, the
Hmm.
Tim and Bob. So
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
found B Cox was my
Yeah.
favorite
Brian
producer.
Michael Cox. Yeah.
Because I
Hmm.
wanted to be a producer. I didn't even want to sing, and then I wanted to be a producer. Like
Oh, really?
that's what
Okay.
I originally wanted to be. But
Uh huh.
you know, once I found out the voice and all that, I'm like, well, you know what? Go ahead and see what you can do. So
Right.
here you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah, it's always interesting to hear, who you were influenced by because I can hear those brothers in your sound. I can hear Joe and Avant and Tank, in your sound. Like you don't. It's kind of like that real soul singer music, not necessarily the I don't know what you would classify as like the
Oh
newer
yeah.
R&B that you don't really have to know how to sing too good to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can tell that you're influenced by those dudes that was really
The
those
greats.
dudes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like some
Yeah.
real vocalist, man.
Yeah,
You know,
vocalists. Yeah, yeah.
some
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. Mama Rose put Kurt Franklin. She put Kurt Franklin in the comments.
Oh yeah, oh
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
GP, are you with me?
I will say quick little thing on that. So me and my cousin Curtis, he played bass. We the same age, so we kind of came up.
I think I met Curtis. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, man. My thing ain't falling out, but yeah, I hate when that happens.
You good? You good?
Uh, so me and Curtis, we started kind of playing and learning together, as far as coming up and playing with each other on bass. He played bass, I played
Hmm.
keys.
Uh
So
huh.
aunt house, I remember this. And my mom could probably, I think she was there. So when Melodies from Heaven and all that came out,
Mm.
I did sing it. I made him. We shut the door though, so me and him was back in the song room in my room. We was playing. I was still nervous to even sing in front of them, so we was playing Melodies from Heaven, and I
Yeah.
remember that. So we used to play a lot of D'Angelo stuff coming up, and you know what I mean. So that
Okay.
you know what I mean and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Yeah. It's good to have that. I mean, we listen to so many different genres. I say, as far as gospel and some R&B and and other styles, and it all encompasses into what we become or what our style ends up becoming. And it's you need those influences. They definitely carry over into what you do individually.
Yeah.
So that's great. That's
and I do
great.
get genres to add to that. I used to listen to classical music a lot when I was
Oh,
younger
really?
too,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
jazz. I was big on
Yeah.
jazz. I used to be drawing or whatever. I used to listen to
Hmm.
classical music a lot because I used to be playing through the elementary schools and all that too.
Yeah.
So I was kind of low key
Right.
big too, and and jazz.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if the classical and jazz came from the choir days, because I know that was when I got into classical and jazz music just from singing in the choir, or if that was something you was hearing at home too.
Nah, I just liked it. Like
Yeah.
I was just a fan of
Yeah.
music.
Hmm.
Cool.
Same. Yeah, I used to just like listen to jazz and listen for little flams and little maybe runs or whatever, But yeah, it's great to listen to different things, especially from the musician side of things. It's great to listen to several things, man, because you take from all of these things and make it part of your own style. You
Mm-hmm.
know, being a student of, and why not be a student of what it is that you do?
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. So we get to the high school years, and then and we all, well, for those at home that don't know, you are a
Tell them.
Winthrop University alum, such as myself.
Up to the yeah.
Shout out to all of our Winthrop University Eagles, man. So, when you were at Winthrop, what were you involved in anything music? I know eventually you got into Mellow Groove, and you can pick up from your college days the things you were involved in musically then, whether it be talent show, what have you, and then bring us up to joining Mellow Groove.
All right. So like I said, freshman year, I auditioned for the trombone scholarship at Winthrop. I could have had it at
Okay.
state, South Carolina State, but I just kind of I didn't feel like that was. I just didn't want to go. Um, but so I ended up not getting the scholarship. Changed my major to business. So, but as far as
Mm-hmm.
music, so my freshman year, my sister, shout out to Ashley,
Yeah,
my little,
Ash, what up?
um, she came out, AKA no, my first semester. So
Okay.
fall 03. That was
Okay.
my semester, and so the AKAs had AKA Apollo. So you
Mm.
know that on campus. They had it was in Tillman. So
Yep.
like all the black people on campus there, you know what I mean? It's Apollo's like
It gets rowdy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
yeah.
like
So she
they mimic what they saw on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
They ready to
So
go.
she wanted me to do it. She's like, "Won't you do it?" I'm like, "Nah," because I was still like, I'm a freshman. I ain't really got no friends like that. I'm still like,
You got
nervous.
no
So
friends like that.
now you know how it is. You're a freshman, like
Yeah, yeah,
I'm nervous in my shell. I'm like, should I
yeah.
please?
I
Because
feel
she
you.
was hoping. So I'm like, all right. So I gave in. I did it. And the two
Uh,
songs that was between for me to do was "Half Crazy" or
mm,
the song "Latif." Never meant to
okay,
hurt you.
Mm.
okay.
First, all I wanna tell you that all I do is have love for you. That was my joint. That came out in like
Yeah,
'03.
Mm-hmm.
That was my
okay.
joint. So I did that joint because it was popular too. I did that joint.
Mm,
So and stuff like that. It's kind of more of a popularity contest. They don't know you, and
right.
yeah, they killing. They gonna boo. So I
Yeah.
got booed like
Yeah,
midway through the joint, like through the first little verse or something. I don't even know where I was at, but I got booed
right.
walking off the stage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got booed. That was my first like in front of that many people. That's my first time performing.
Wow.
So
Right.
I was a little bit nervous, but I got them boos. But
Uh,
last time I've been booed in my life. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. And what's
That's right.
crazy is Brandon had a similar story.
Yep.
I was involved in Brandon's story, but
Yep.
that's crazy that both of y'all did the Apollo and it resulted in the booze. But I'm a just in like give the people at home insight on this Apollo event at Winthrop. These
Yeah.
people come here, they I guess they already intoxicated, things like
Mm-hmm.
that, and they ready to boo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why they
So
came.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they come just to mimic what they see on TV for the
Right.
most part. So really,
Yep.
it's a. I mean, I don't know if they still do it or not, but the way that it is set up to a degree, it's unfair to those that are participating because of the intent of
Mm-hmm.
the audience. Oftentimes, that
Yeah.
shows up. So a boo, they booed you that time, and look at where you are today. They booed
Mm-hmm.
Brandon that one time, and look at where he is today. So
So
never let that a situation like that detour you from what it is that your dreams are, what you're trying to
Yeah.
accomplish. And we all got to hit some bumps in the road early on, but it builds character. It builds
Definitely.
character.
And what
The
was
main
your
thing is just to not give up.
yeah.
oh yeah.
what was your mindset in that moment though when the boost happened? Did you already know at that time that's just what they was going to do anyway, or did it set you back a little bit even for just a minute or two?
Nah, I don't know if I knew because like I said, I'm a freshman. Like my sister and her friends, are the only people I really hung around until I kind of
Okay.
get a little click or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so now, like I mean, I just remember the booze and just how it made me feel.
Yeah.
I was like, man, like embarrassed, whatever, disappointed. I don't know. It was just like, dang, I ain't want to show my face on campus like for a week or
Yeah.
something. Like that
Yeah.
initial fit,
That's
dang. But then it's like
yeah.
them same people. Like the next week or something. Hey man, hey, can you come and do the Delta's having a Valentine's Day? Can you come play? Or
Oh,
hey,
okay.
can you come? The rest of my whole winter career, I
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
every event you think of on campus. I'm like, dang, I'm pretty sure y'all was in there booing though. But
That's right.
but
Yeah, man. Hey, let me holler at you.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
at the open mics at the Shack. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Shack.
Yeah, yeah. Those
Page.
were good times, man.
Yeah, everybody watching, make sure you let us know in the comments that you're here. Comment. Hey, ask some
Yeah.
questions. We'll put your questions up on the screen for Vince to answer
Oh
as well.
yeah, yeah.
But
We're gonna get
put some.
into some ask some questions soon. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah,
still
just
here, drop us a comment, drop us an
yeah,
emoji,
yeah, yeah.
and if
Let
you
us know
got
you're here.
some absolutely. And if you got any questions for V-Keyz, type them in the comments. We'll get to that section here in just a few, man.
For
And
sure.
again, thank you all out there at home for joining us this evening. We appreciate you so
Absolutely,
much. Yeah, all
absolutely.
right. So after the Apollo and all of that, did the open mics and the doing things at the Shack. Then you eventually got into the group that we shared together, Mellow Groove.
Yeah.
Tell the people at home how that came about.
Okay, so Mellow Groove, like so y'all guys were pretty much already formed. Uh B, you and EZ.
Yeah,
Y'all
shout out to Brandon. Shout out to Timothy Easy. Uh huh.
shout out to Easy, B and Sue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um
Sub also, yeah,
and Mike.
and Mike, yeah, the blacksmith.
So, I was still in school. I think it was my either my sophomore or junior year when
Mm-hmm.
y'all kind of started doing stuff in Charlotte, like, like the Big Chill, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Just
I forgot
random
about the
spots.
picture.
They been changed names or whatever. And I just
Man,
remember
yeah.
like I'm always the youngest. I'm like 19, 20. And then
Mm-hmm.
y'all already like 25, 26 or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I remember like just going to these clubs and stuff. I'm like, I'm always the youngest. I'm not even yet. We playing in these joints and all that.
Right.
So that was some of like the first experiences as far as just, and even then, like early on, I wasn't. I don't know if I was comfortable. I was comfortable singing, but
Uh huh.
I don't know if I was ready to be singing like a lot, like what I
Okay.
mean.
Okay. Got you.
So, with us playing keys, that helped me learn to compliment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? How to
Right.
compliment, like playing that setting and all that, because I hadn't
Mm-hmm.
before. I mean, um, so yeah, man, it was good to get that early on. You know what I
For
mean, and
sure.
be a part of it. And now we, I mean, what's how many years later, and we in the hall.
Man.
I mean, for
Well,
Rock Hill.
yeah, at least a good. Let me see. I did with McCole's album in 2004. I think by 2006, I want to say we was definitely rolling as far as Mellow Groove. We put that 6 track CD out. I think around '06. So I say '05, '06. We was in motion. And for those at home that don't know, Mellow Groove was recognized in 2019. Was it by the city of Rock Hill? For our contribution to the musical excellence of the city.
Yeah.
So that was big. That was big for us, man. That's something that we will always be proud of. It's great when the city in which you did a lot of your work, and a lot of times when you're doing the work, man, and just doing what you love to do, you do it with your head down. You're not really, you know, you're not really aware of how great your reach is, or how many people that's seeing us play, I should say, seeing us play, and then for it to kind of come full circle and get that recognition from the city of Rock Hill, that was major for us, and that's something that we will always have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can
Absolutely,
have that,
man.
keep that in the tuck. So it's
Yeah.
great, man. It's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of the Mellow Groove, I remember it's probably one of the first Mellow Groove shows I went to, and
Hmm.
Vince and you guys did that Tank record. Um, I can't wait. Is that the one?
Oh, when
Yep.
I was doing the talk box a
When
little
he
bit
did,
on it.
yeah, when Midas on the talk box and Vince was singing that
I gotta
Tank
bring the
record,
talk box back
y'all
out. Yeah.
absolutely killed that. And I think almost every time we did something together after that, I was like, "Yo, y'all gonna do that Tank record?"
Yeah, he loved that record.
Yeah, that joint was hard though.
Yeah, I went looking for that record afterwards, and then I found out it was like a B side or something. It wasn't even like an official joint,
Yeah.
but I got it.
Yeah, yeah, gotta have it. Yeah, yeah. So that's a great segue,
Yeah,
Famous.
absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
So
So you were talking
so
about your
speak.
influences with Tank,
Yeah,
Tank being one of your influences, and then you actually got to work with him. I just put up a photo of you and Tank right there. Tell us a little bit about that. How
yeah.
you
Shout out
got
to the
in
homie Tank.
connection with Tank and how that all worked out.
Yeah. Um,
Yay.
Jump on the clues bombs for
Yeah.
no.
One of Clues bars. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah. So like how it started was in 2016, um, right before Thanksgiving, like the week of Thanksgiving, he just put out this post. Matter of fact, let me back it up. Let me back it up to tell so people can understand the whole jump because
Okay.
so back in 2014, yeah, it was 2014. Tank had he had like a "You're My Star" search. That's when he dropped "You're My Star." We played that joint.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hmm.
Yeah, 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 that's
Yeah.
right. Uh-huh.
So he dropped the "You're My Star" joint. Hold on, man. I hate. And so we used to play that a lot or whatever. So he had the "You're My
Hmm.
Star" like contest on YouTube. It was only on YouTube.
Okay.
14, and so I did it, and I remember posting about it because it came up on my memories the other day. So that's why it's fresh because it just came up on my Facebook memories.
Nice.
Um, So it was like a weekly thing, like 3 or 4 weeks or something. Like he'll pick a song that you got to cover or whatever, and then you just post
Hmm.
it. And I guess like he choose the winner or something like that. So I
Right.
didn't win, but I remember it was on Mother's Day, 2014. He tweeted. He said, "V-Keyz, you nice, son," with the exclamation mark. And I remember we was on the couch. I was at
Yeah.
home. It was on Mother's Day. I was like, "Oh snap!"
Hmm.
Like I was hyped. I'm like, "Dang, this mother tweeted at me." Like,
Yeah, nice.
oh, that was a jump. Like, so that's the first
Yeah.
time. It was the first time he noticed me. Like, he like V-Keyz, you
Right.
nice, son. So
Hmm.
I ain't win. But I'm like, dang, like he know me though. So
Right.
fast forward to 2016, he on Instagram, he's like, I'm gonna do I want to make a Thanksgiving song. So producers, all y'all, boom, 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 whoever, send me, just DM me a record, a boom, 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 whatever. So I'm sure he
Uh-huh.
getting like hundreds of DMs and all that. So
Easily, yeah.
yeah, I just hit down the piano and like, thankful for you. Like, I just sat down and played it. Like, he gave
Uh-huh.
us something to build off of. He gave some chords or whatever. So I changed the chords up a little bit. And,
Uh-huh.
and thankful for you. So I DM'd it
Yeah.
to him. So then what was crazy, I went to the agent crib. Shout out to the agent, Antoine.
Yeah. He gonna be on here soon too. Agent, what up?
Yeah. So that Wednesday before Thanksgiving Thursday. So Thanksgiving Eve, Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
I DM'd the joint probably Tuesday.
Okay.
Probably Tuesday. So Wednesday, I go to Twine crib so we can make an actual track for it.
Okay.
In the process of us making the track, we're trying to make this Thanksgiving track. Still got the footage, all that. He
Yeah.
take a break, and we took a break, and then in the midst of us taking the break, just kind of chilling, whatever. He he
Yeah.
uh he hit me. Tank hit me.
Uh-huh.
He DM'd me. He's like, I'm rocking with you, bro. I'm rocking with your lyrics, bro. He's like, let's get it, boom, boom,
Right.
boom, whatever. And like we was hyped. We like, oh snap, boom, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah.
and like I said, that was Thanksgiving Eve. So right at midnight,
Awesome.
he went live
Okay.
on Facebook. And
Okay.
no, did he go live that night? No. Hold on, I think he did go live. Yeah, he did. So he went
Okay.
live the same night, and so he was shout out to Paul Moore shop overseas. He produced the track. Um,
Okay.
so I guess he already like he ran with my lyrics, whatever, and recorded it just real quick, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And so on the Facebook Live, it was just a great moment, man,
Yeah.
because
For
like
sure.
have a couple of my boys around me, so hype and
Yeah.
like shout out and V-Keyz who helped me out with the hood. They was like, "Oh, snapper," that's a feeling, man. Like that's a feeling
Wow.
I ain't never gonna forget. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
from looking out to the dude, boom, 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 cool. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that was 2016. So I still haven't physically met him yet. So
Right.
Okay.
that picture was from the township in Columbia in 2017, February 2017. So a couple months later, he
Okay.
had. So I had emailed him before I was like, I'm gonna be there. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom.
Mhm.
So I was just trying to see if I could open it, if we could do a joint or whatever. But so
Right.
me, my brother, and my dad, we was there, and we were sitting like way up in the top. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so um, and Columbia's like the hometown. So
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
um, he's like where V-Keyz at? We're like, oh man, we win. My boy V-Keyz. Where he at? And then and we sitting there yelling the whole time. Then we up there, and people like he up there, boo, boo, like boo, boo.
Yeah.
So, cause like it would have been like a long wait. I'm like, all right, I got to get all the way down there. Like V-Keyz, come here, boo, boo,
Right.
all this and that. So it
Right.
wasn't time. So then he just kept talking. He's like, man, y'all support this young brother, man. So talented. He's from right here.
Yeah.
Y'all make
Yeah.
some noise. He's from right here. He could be out here
Yeah.
selling. Could be out here
Yeah.
doing all. Be out here selling drugs. He making
That's
music,
big.
doing all this. Talented brother, y'all. Did some work with him. Y'all give it up for him, man. And boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
So
Nice.
that was powerful, man.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
that was huge. So
Yeah.
then after that, so the picture was we was waiting in the lobby. So in the lobby, he do his little photo ops and all that for a minute.
Uh-huh.
So the women screaming, ah!
I
So,
could imagine.
Yeah.
so we dapped and out, so then took me to the side, whatever. So we talked for like a good 30 minutes. Strong,
Nice.
at least. Had
Yeah.
like lined up, just waiting to take pictures, got a security, like, hey bro, we gotta after watching, like, hey,
Yeah.
bro,
Just
man,
hang on.
he ain't even look, like he was sitting there. So no matter what,
That's
I
real.
respect him for that. So
Yeah.
so we had a good conversation and all that. So that's how that went about. So
Mm-hmm.
today, I will say this though, that has been, because I always get from everybody, man, why don't he just sign you? Why don't, boom, 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 why don't he do this? Why don't he do that? I mean, it ain't that
Mm-hmm.
easy. Number one.
Right. Yeah.
Number
Right.
two, I see how certain situations are going with,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
I got the freedom to do what I want to do musically.
Yes.
Everybody
Right.
sign to somebody, you just don't. So
Absolutely.
plus, it's kind of difficult being in this position because when you get to work with somebody that you looked up to for so long, when idols become rivals or whatever, like
Yeah. Yeah.
they kind of like they quote unquote shun you or they don't work with you. I mean, they give you opportunity, but then it's like you think there should be more,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then it don't happen. You can feel like, dang, like, but I learned like that's just the game, bro. That's just the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good attitude to have about it. Like you're not constantly going back to him like yo, I got this. You just use that to
to jump off of it and then do your thing, man.
Yeah.
That's a good attitude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but initially, like, dang, let me try to send this to him. Let me because I didn't know. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
dang, I thought that was it. When I get on the song, like, dang, I'm in the game now. Boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom.
yeah,
But now it's like way more work to do. So then I
Yeah.
saw,
So look, no,
yeah. So I was get this
definitely.
part. So I saw him in July when we came to Charlotte last year for a concert, and we was chopping it up, VIP, whatever, boom, boom, boom. He like, hey man, let's do a record. Let's do a record, bro. No politics, no BS. Let's do a record.
mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, like
yeah,
I'm waiting on you. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So
Right.
I'm like, is this your cell? Is your same number? So he put a new number. So he's like, all right, let's do it. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm not blowing him up, nothing like that. So I gotta
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
hit him a couple times. There's no
Yeah.
hit
Just
back.
keep working though. Hmm.
Send a record. So I will say this though,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
he just did Drink Champs with Nori.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw that. Great episode. Great
And it was
episode.
on there for me, for somebody in my position. I'm like, and I just got to be real. We what I mean.
Let's
We
be real.
wanted to be real with it. So, um,
Yeah.
he's like, I like to give people opportunities and do this. I put Luke James on and boom, 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 boom. I like to do this, and like I said, I can't take nothing away from what he did. The shout out, the
Hmm.
opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
like I ain't taking,
Absolutely.
but um, when he had a situation with Young Blue.
Mm-hmm.
That Young Blue
Oh
didn't
yeah.
hit
Yeah.
back by the back. So that became a little IG thing. And so what he said on the podcast was, if I fallen short on anybody, if I made promises to, I might fall short. I'm like, yeah, you fell short on me, bro. And
Hey,
so
Tank,
Tank,
if you see this, you owe this young man a
you
record.
fell short. No, I get it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? That's what happened, bro.
yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah. But you know what I will say, man, is like it's great that you know that he shouted you out while you were at the concert, and he took you aside and built with you,
Mm-hmm.
while people were waiting in line to take pictures, meet and greet, and all of that.
yeah,
Um, and then you saw him again, and so he said, "Let's do a record." So my advice
yeah,
to you would just be just keep working, and that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what you're doing. Keep working. You already caught the attention, but when it's about timing more than anything, you know what I'm saying? Timing will
Absolutely.
play the ultimate role, and I feel like it'll still happen. It just ain't time. It ain't time for it to happen yet, but it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
appreciate that. Absolutely, man. So just had to go ahead and get that on out of there, boy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Put
Hey,
it
it's
out
all
into the
good. That's what we here
atmosphere.
for. Put it
That's
into the
right.
atmosphere.
That's
Yeah,
right.
so it'll eventually come, man. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
The difficult part just being noticed. That's already accomplished.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That difficult part is already done. My mom said timing is everything. Hey,
That's right.
mom is a faithful
yeah.
supporter of the platform.
Yeah.
And we got Mama Rose. We got some great mothers
Anybody-
out there.
Yeah,
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
So
just
Oh,
let's
and
talk.
Mama Rose says, go ahead. Somebody saying something?
Yeah, Mama Rose says, such is life. You can learn from every experience and keep it moving. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
yeah,
Mom, and then my
yeah,
mom chimed in, everything happens at the appointed time. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
absolutely, man. But that's great. That's great,
It
man. And
is.
yeah, and I guess which brings us pretty much up to present day. You've definitely put out back to you saying you got the freedom to create whatever type of music that you
Mm-hmm.
want to do. You've been able to drop albums. You got the new single out.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about your projects, past and current, the new single.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So I did drop the debut album called GTD
Mm-hmm.
in October 10th, 2020. I wanted to make it a whole round date. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
10, 10, 20.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Yep.
dropping the album in the pandemic was difficult.
I
Um,
bet.
but a lot of it was stuff I already had over the years, like Call Out. I wrote the verses for Call Out like 12, 11 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Wow.
had them verses
Okay.
for another joint that never came out. Is certain songs have like just had long stories. Like
Sure.
Call Out
Oh
has a long.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It was supposed to be
Yeah.
something ain't work out. I'm like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
This worked. So boom, put out. So yeah, dropped GTD October
Uh-huh.
2020. Um, still want to do an official video for Call Out. That's in the works.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Video for TGIF, which is one of the teasers on there. I did a video for that. It's on YouTube, an official YouTube
Okay.
page.
Uh-huh.
So I just dropped on April 8th. I just dropped Secret Admirer.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first actual song I actually put out since my album.
Okay.
I got older stuff on SoundCloud that's just there. You know what I mean? It's been there for a minute. But Secret Admirer came about. Shout out to the agent again. We was messing around with a track pre-COVID.
Uh-huh.
It was
Okay.
2019, so like a month, like basically 2 months before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And we had this track we was like playing with, and I was like, dang, like, yeah. So I started singing the hook to the track we did. I'm like, you know what, dang, we need to flip that joint. So that always had the idea, just ain't go nowhere. So
Okay.
To early this year in February.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, so last summer, I got a manager, Alex. Shout out to Alex if you're there with a beautiful venture. He's
Okay.
out. He asked me, he's like, "Hey, V's, if you were flipping 90s joint, what would you do?" I said, "Girl, you shouldn't know." And he's like, "That's the same one I was thinking about." So
wow.
I'm like, well, I had the idea about it. So then in February, I went to Gat 3. Shout out to Gat 3. Recorded this joint.
Gat 3, yeah.
Dropped it. Shout out to Agent again. Agent produced it. Me and Agent co-produced the joint. Yeah, so we dropped it, and it's a remake. Obviously, the hook I changed a couple words up, got my own verses.
Yeah,
but it's something that's recognized. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
R&B. Everybody heard the song, like, you know what I mean? Because it makes you move, whatever. So then I go down like chill version. Like, they're like, oh, okay. So I've been in the official video just dropped. I just dropped that a couple weeks ago on my So shout out to G Mace.
Yeah, G Mace. Yeah. Talented videographer, engineer, all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. And you went out to LA and shot that video?
No. I shot Secret Admirer here in Room Park. But I did do some things in LA.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Recently, yeah.
So y'all will see the reaps of that labor.
Absolutely.
Real soon. So
that's what's up, man.
That record is man, it's like I think I posted it when it first came out. That was like, a lot of people doing flips or whatever, but that's a good flip, man. That was like I like what you did with it. And I put it on. I've been playing it. I put it on at I do weddings, but I'll put it on like during cocktail hour, or like while people are having dinner. If it's like an R&B vibe, I'll throw it in there, kind of in the mix or something. And I'll be watching people, and they'll be tapped into it. Like, okay, I like this.
Yeah, I gotta say, famous will play your music. If you a friend of his and you an artist and you drop some music, trust me, he gonna play it.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Give me a little
record.
video. I can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll definitely do that.
Out there. Yeah, I always appreciate the DJ love, man. Anytime, anywhere. Just had to play it up in Detroit, man. At this big skating ring, they was vibing to it, man. So it's been love, man. So only up from here.
That's great. That's great, man. Only up from here.
I know you said most of the records got a story attached to it. What was the story attached to Don't You Know No Good?
No. So obviously I'm the biggest Martin fan that you can
Martin, yeah.
Absolutely.
Martin. So that's why I named the album GTD anyway, because that's one of the famous scenes.
Tommy Strong, yeah.
Courtroom where he's like, Tommy, what does Claude? You got a lot of brothers in your book, don't you, Tommy? Claudine, GTD.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? So then he ended up saying it. So they ended up being a staple of Martin.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So like, I'm gonna name it that because it's R&B and it's, it is what it is. So but Don't You Know No Good came from the episode,
show, right?
Yeah, okay, it's from Martin as well. And I was gonna put some clips on there too from that, but I didn't from the show.
Ah, okay.
Um,
Might
some
run
audio
into
clips.
some copyright situations down the line, maybe.
Yeah, but I did put that on GTD though. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
so Don't You Know No Good was when Elroy, when Martin was playing the
Yeah.
Elroy character.
The mechanic.
Yeah, the car mechanic fixing
Yeah.
Gina car. Gina was paying when he was like, "Man, one thing I know more in the cars is my music. Don't you know
Here's
no?"
my music.
That's the joint he kept playing. He
Yeah.
kept saying, "Don't you know no good?" They
Yeah.
was
Don't you know
getting on
no
that nerve,
good?
killing them with it. They was like, "Nah, that's the worst song I ever heard." Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So then like don't you know no? And Gina and Pam started singing it. So
Yeah. It
what?
caught on.
But don't you know
But did
no
they
good?
ever?
Phrase like back in the day, like, what you know good? You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
one of the
What
phrases
you know
like,
good.
yeah, you
What you
know good.
know good?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
wanted to smooth it out. I mean,
Yeah. Yo,
Absolutely.
Blake, the name of the record is Secret Admirer. Secret Admirer.
D-
Blake's a DJ as well. Blake's a DJ as
DJ
well.
Shaking Blake.
DJ Shaking
word.
Yeah.
Blake.
Oh yeah. Tell the people where they can find the record if they wanna download.
Yeah. So Secret Admirer is available on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple
Yeah.
Music, iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, YouTube. And like I said, the official video
Nice.
YouTube, just V-Keyz, VKEYZ, YouTube.
Secret admirer.
The first video gonna pop up. I got ads on the video now, so I mean it must be kind of official.
Hey, let's get this
Yay!
revenue. Let's get bust
Yay!
down these ad revenue.
Hey!
Yeah. So and that's where you can find everything, man. Is on all streaming platforms. Just type the name in V-Keyz or just V-Keyz straight
Nice.
up.
Yeah.
It'll pop.
Yeah. That's the single, and that album is called GTD V-Keyz. So y'all make sure y'all check that out
For sure.
and support. You know what I mean?
Sir.
Yeah, yeah. We've been on almost an hour
Yeah,
already.
man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
yeah. But it's been great, man. So
V-Keyz
that's
came with
great,
the
DJ.
heat.
Yeah, Shaking Blake, DJ Shaking Blake said he's gonna purchase it tonight. Show some love. Please spend the
I
record, man. And that's what it's about here, ladies and gentlemen. Like you might do one thing, I might do something, but if we can help each other, that's another great thing about this platform too. Yes, we support being an entrepreneur. Yes, we support being self-made and earning income off your passion, your gifts, and that. But if we can network together and you do music, I DJ, vice versa, whatever. That's the beautiful thing. Also with this platform,
Yeah.
we
oh yeah.
excited, man. We excited. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if anybody wants to book you, V-Keyz. Well,
Yeah.
first of all, did we leave any stones unturned? Did we cover everything? Did we
I
cover
think.
everything, famous?
Yeah, I think we did. If anybody has any questions while you're here,
Nobody
before we
nobody
let
asked
Vince
anything
go,
just yet.
throw some questions in the comments while we let V-Keyz talk about how we can find him. If you want to book
Yeah,
V-Keyz, tell us about it.
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And one of the funnest things I do is like the private parties, the private
Uh huh.
events. 'Cause, sometimes it could be about 10, 15 people. Other times it could be about 50 or 60. And it's
Sure.
always a good vibe. I love the intimate settings,
Mm-hmm.
especially summertime where people getting outside and doing stuff outside and all that. So the
Right.
wedding, all that, and you can actually email my manager.
Okay.
It's
You want me to type
at,
that in the comments?
Yes.
I don't know how.
Uh,
I don't think I could type, but
I can do it
or
if you
you can
want. If
hit
you
me,
want me to.
Yeah, we can
or
go
you can
back
send me.
into it afterwards and put it in too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whatever works.
Yeah.
Whatever works. We'll make sure. Okay. We'll put it in afterwards. We'll get
Okay.
added right here to this streaming link right here, folks. So if you want to book V-Keyz for your holiday party, private party, or what have you, you need some nice vocals. You need some nice keys. We'll let you know how to get in touch with them, and you can book it. Find out rates and all that good stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
Definitely.
Tis the
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen some of the videos. I've seen some of the videos from some of the private parties that you were doing, especially some of the outdoor events you did during COVID and stuff like that. It looks like a
Oh
good
yeah.
time, man, for sure.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
because
Definitely.
people for like an escape, and they just want to hear some good music, man, and have a good time.
Yeah.
So we got a responsibility
Yeah,
to
as
entertain them.
artists. Yeah, yeah. That even
Family.
take me back to the COVID days. I me and Brandon came up with the idea, but we did the quarantines. You did some virtual stuff too. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Hmm.
like not only is the music important for the listener, but it's important for us to be able to have somewhere to go perform. It's that's
Mm-hmm.
what we do.
Yeah.
So we suffered just as well as those who couldn't go listen. We couldn't go play. So
Yes.
yeah,
Exactly.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah,
All
man.
right, and
So
got the
no
book.
no questions, no questions. So that means it was
Nah,
a
I
good
guess
interview, man. You covered it
yeah, I
all.
guess we were
Word.
super thorough, man.
Yeah, for
Super
sure, for
thorough.
sure. This was
Yeah,
great,
man.
man.
Yes, sir. So this will live a few days right here on Facebook, and
Yeah.
then it will get uploaded to our YouTube page. I think I have the YouTube page available where I can copy and paste. I
Look at
know I was
that.
doing it earlier, so I'll make sure I put that in the comments,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, so you can go. Please go to that YouTube channel and
Yes.
subscribe. We got a
Subscribe,
brand new thing going
subscribe.
on here, and we're trying to build it. And you can be part of the early, the early discoverers, so to
Yes.
speak. And
Yes,
and
sir.
and and take the journey with us. It's awesome,
Put them on.
awesome.
Bring them on. That's right. Make sure you
Yeah.
like. Make
Yeah,
sure you
man.
subscribe. You can still go into the comments of this thread, and you can still share this because it'll still live on Facebook for a few days. So you can still share this to someone who missed it. Say, "Yo, check out V-Keyz on Facebook Live," and then
Hmm.
it'll go over to the YouTube page where it will live forever. Let's mess up the
Yeah.
algorithms, Keys.
Let's tear them
Oh,
up,
yeah.
man. Let's tear these
Get
algorithms
these
up.
numbers
Let's
up.
shred them.
Yes, for sure, for sure, for sure. Hey man, we certainly appreciate you rocking with us. Midas, what you got this week, man?
Oh man, light week this week. Just where am I headed? Saturday, I'll be going to Williamston, North Carolina with the chairman of the board and the executives. We are on a show with I forget the other bands, excuse me, that are on the show. But of course, as usual, we closing out the gig.
Yeah.
And Williamston, North Carolina is about 4 hours and some change away. So we got a layover until Sunday morning. So mom, I won't be at church this Sunday.
All right.
And I think this hopefully the last Sunday I got to miss for a while.
Sweet.
But we're a little too far away to
Too
travel
far
back
away.
on Saturday, so we
For
got to
sure.
be safe, and we'll start fresh on Sunday morning, headed back home.
That's all right. And I'm just gonna
Yeah,
be
light
doing
week
a
this week.
little. I got a light one too. Just a wedding in Monroe on Saturday.
Okay.
That's what I'll be doing. V's, what you got coming up, man? Where can we find you?
Yeah, man. IG is at V_KEYZ.
Yeah,
Facebook,
yeah.
the official page is called Official V-Keyz. Or no, it's
Uh-huh.
V-Keyz Official
V
on
Keys
Facebook.
official.
Or in
V-Keyz official.
Keys Stevens, KEYZ. Twitter is just V-Keyz, VKEYZ. VKEYZ on everything.
Yeah.
V-Keyz with
Okay.
a Z,
Yeah.
V-Keyz with a Z, and Mellow Groove, no W. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
You already know Mellow
Like the
Groove.
same
Yeah,
kind
this is a
all one
go
word, no
ahead.
W. V-Keyz.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just put P on that thing,
Yeah,
put some
man.
respect on it. You know what I mean?
That's right.
All
Yeah, but
three of
back
y'all.
weekend, recording some new joints. So,
Uh,
working, man.
That's awesome,
yeah,
man. That's
that's
awesome.
what's up.
Close us out, my
Yeah.
brother.
Who, me?
Yeah.
You want me to close this out?
Yeah.
Did you already have your final remarks? You ready
As
for the benediction?
ready for the benediction. Let's one more thing for V Keys. We do this with our guests each week. Not just musicians, but just any entrepreneurs up and coming, anyone trying to get their hustle on. One piece of advice that you would give anyone that's wanting to follow, either the path that you took or, do something totally different in the entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah.
Well, particularly for my path, and this kind of path is it's about perseverance and just keep going through whatever obstacles. I mean, it's hard. You can feel like
Hmm.
quitting, but it's just you never quit. I mean, why quit? You done came so far, so just
Yeah,
like
man.
keep being persistent. At least do something every day. Just be persistent and consistent.
Yeah,
Mm.
Persistent
absolutely.
and put
I
that in the
like that.
chat. Persistent
Yeah,
and consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody put that in the chat right quick
Yeah.
if your fingers aren't too sleepy.
And that's
You
going to
know
be
what
the
I
title
mean?
for this episode on the YouTube.
Yeah, yeah,
Persistent and
yeah.
consistent.
And what I will say too is a lot of times people are rooting for you even though they might not let you know. You know what I'm saying? Or it's hard. It's harder for people to show love than to show hate. But my point is, you know, you don't want to stop because people like supporting you and living vicariously through what it is that you're doing, right? So never get discouraged to where you quit. You may need to take a little break, a little step back. But what I will say is, in my experiences of Mellow Groove and with chairman of the board and the executives, people are really, really rooting for you. And if you were to stop, it would break their heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, I wanted to say that. And also before we get out of here, shout out to all of my people. Shout out to Praise and Faith Gospel Shop. Shout out to Smooth Sales, A Touch of Faith. We got the Our Power community. Shout out to Mellow Groove. Shout out to the chairman of the board and executives, our official Earth, Wind, and Fire family, and the official Honeycomb family. We appreciate all you guys. These are all different platforms and different outfits that I
Absolutely.
support and that have supported me in return, especially since I started with this podcast thing in 2020. So always want to shout out my people and
Absolutely.
those that are my family, and as well as all those that do business and always show love, man. So I
Yeah.
always try to show it in return, you know?
Absolutely. We
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
appreciate you all for joining with us. Thank you again,
Yes.
V-Keyz.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for V-Keyz before we get out of here. We appreciate them for coming on. Yeah, this has been great. All right, so I think next week we're gonna go back to our usual time at 7
Yeah,
7 p.m.
next Tuesday, 7 p.m. And we'll do this
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
again. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So y'all be safe in the meantime. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And make sure you go over to the YouTube link. I already dropped it in the comments. Do not leave until you click on that YouTube link and subscribe. We
Hit that
appreciate you
sub
guys.
love. Sub love.
Yeah, yeah. We out of here. Good night. God bless. Much love.